Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we are taking a look at the Devourer, yet again the Chasmic Altar, and this time we got the debuff that's lowering the damage from the agility and strength heroes. What is this? Gosh. So basically right now we can't use the strength and agility based heroes. Those are your main damage dealers. So you can, well, you have to use mage heroes with their intelligence based. That will be really interesting. Let's go and check out the teams that works best for us. So first of all, for the comparison, we will run a quick fight with the basic teams that we used before, like the same ones, and we will see how useless they are. They should be totally wrecked and shouldn't do any good against the boss, and yeah, you know, their damage is way too low to be effective. And after that, we will go through several teams that are really good. So right guys, the first try is over, and I'm surprised we managed to do really high damage. We almost got to Pioneer, so we got to the Diamond right here. Let's take a look at the teams. Well, yeah, that's the same teams we used before. I don't know why they managed to do that much damage right now. Right, look at this. Rosalind did most of the damage. Saros did less damage than Rosalind, and Twins are on the second spot. That's really curious. Oh wow, that's really funny. And in the second team, we got pretty even split between Athelia, Talene, and those guys. So yeah, even agility-based heroes and strength-based heroes can still do quite a decent damage. Now let's check out the teams that are showed in the guides right now, which can be better than those. So we will actually see if those works better for us. So guys, this is team 1. Rain here is interchangeable with Silas, but I would say Rain is better because she will give you better bonus for the faction bonus, so I'd advise going for her. This is the first team. The second team will look like this. This is a Mauler based team kinda, and we got Saros here because, well, Saros can still do quite a lot, like healing his teammates. Warrior here for the debuff, Twins for the buff, and like that should work as well. So let's go check it out, how it works, and compare the results after we'll test out all the teams. So there are 6 of those teams available for us. I'll try to cover most of them. We will see which one works the best and which one doesn't. I really hope that we'll be able to overcome the basic results, otherwise that's kind of weird that the heroes that are not supposed to do that much damage are doing that. There we go, the second fight is over, and we got a lower damage in the end than the main team. That's really curious and hilarious. In the first team, we managed to do about 300 million damage. In the second team, we managed to do about 200 as well, 220 or so. That's really embarrassing. So those teams aren't that fantastic. Our first team managed to do 209. This is like the 550 something million damage. The first team, that's not supposed to be good. The second team managed to do 40. This is 80 plus 30. 90 plus 30, 120, 126, 130 million damage. So this one isn't as good as the first one, but over here, that was surprising. This is the second set of teams. The first one will look like this. So we have Belinda, Twins, and most of the supports over here. I'm really surprised about the behavior of Rosalind before. I want to see how much damage she will be able to do here. For the second team, we had to use Ainz over here, but he's linked to my Chimera, so I can't use them both in one fight. I don't know how the result will be. I will replace Ainz with Flora, with Silencyde, because Silencyde is pretty cool. And you can also do that if you have the same issue. You can replace him with Saurus as well, so we'll try it like that and see how the results will be. So the first fight is coming to an end. We have 15 seconds left. We dealt like 2,026 damage, not that much. Rosalind is dead already. Yeah, it will be about 250 in my opinion. Yeah, 243 million for the first team. The second team fight is coming to an end, and it's insanely horrible, maybe because I don't have Ainz. They dealt only 76 million damage. And that's like, oh, really bad, so don't use that team. That is quite horrible. 85 in the end. So overall, this try got us 329 billion. It's even worse. The first team, yeah, most of the damage was from Belinda. Rosalind didn't work really well here. I don't know why she worked really well in my first team. We will try to do that later to make it work. Second team, I don't even want to take a look at that. The damage is horrible, so that's kind of crappy team. Let's move on to the next one. This is the third team, part 1, basically. We have Lorson, Belinda, Rosalind, Isabella here. My Isabella is pretty weak though. And the twins. And this is the second team. It's even worse. They don't have the faction bonus, but we will take a look how the results of the fight will be. Okay, 20 seconds left for the first team. They managed to do about 230 million damage, I think. Not that crazy damage again. Something really average. Oh, wait, they managed to do 246. Now for the second team. Okay, almost done. They will manage to do about 100 million, and Rowan got crazy in the end. Alright. The overall damage is, come on, show me the overall damage, 345. It's almost the same as the last team. Yeah, over here, Belinda and Isabella were the main sources of damage. On the second team, Shimira was the main one, and nobody else did anything good. We are halfway there, so there are 3 more teams left. The first one, the third one, will be these twins, Sephia, Varek, Saurus, and the Mortas guy. The second team will be mostly Lightbearers plus Lorsan, so you saw something like this before. Let's give it a try and see how they will perform. I have a bad feeling about this. 20 seconds left. The first team managed to do about 250 million damage again. So the numbers are kind of the same for most teams we're testing. Actually a little bit more, 281 million. And the second team, I'm wondering, those guys might perform really well because they have a good team combination. Let's take a look at the final results. Alright, 20 seconds left, and we are getting about 250 million damage here as well. Actually, even more. 290 million. This seems to be the most balanced team so far, because both of those managed to do the same amount of damage. Both of those managed to do 580 million, so this is the best out of the new teams. Let's take a look who did the most damage. Over here it was Saurus and twins and a little bit of Sephia, that's interesting. And over here it was Belinda mostly, and a little bit of Lorsan and Rosalind. Okay, this is the fourth team, and the first group, Varek, Isabella, Silas, Saurus and twins. Second team, mainly Lightbearers again, plus Lorsan, so we tested that one before. I want to see if there will be difference between the damage right now. So if we will compare the second team to the one we used before, which was basically the same with a different placement, if it works differently, if it have the different results. Let's go and see. Alright, 20 seconds left, and the first seems to be lackluster because most of the guys are dead. We got only Saurus left, and we managed to do only 200 million damage. As for the second team, I expected to do about 250 million damage just like before. Let's see. Well, 20 seconds left, and they will do about 200 million, not more than that. They are performing way worse than before. I don't really know why. Probably, I don't know. They did less damage. So that team managed to do 400 million, and the results are kind of horrible. Here Isabella did most of the damage, that's surprising. And in the second team, Belinda plus the same stuff basically, just like before. Finally, we have our last sixth team. And for the first group, we have twins, Isabella, this guy, Saurus and Varek, Mortas, yes, Mortas. As for the second group, we have some Lightbearer support. We have Rain, Rosalind and Rowan, and we have Lorsan and Ainz here. So let's go and check out how those teams will behave. I'm really curious about those results. As always, 20 seconds of the combat left, and this one seems to be doing really well. It's getting over 300 million damage, which is really good for the teams that we tried today. 337 in the end, and now we have the Ainz team. I'm really curious how Ainz will be able to overcome the enemy, and if he will be more effective than anyone else. 20 seconds left, and we are averaging about 200 million over here, I think. Yeah, I think we will stay somewhere around there. So this is 531 million, just like most of those teams. Well, actually it's higher than the most. And if we take a look at each exact team, over here Isabella did a fantastic job again, and over here Ainz did a pretty good job, but Rosalind did the best. As always, let's copy what other people did and maybe it will be better, so we'll test the teams of the top players and see how they compare with the ones we did before, and then we'll find something that works better, probably. Alright, so from the top player, this is the first group that works the best. So we have Varek, Isabella, Mortas, Saurus, and Twins over here. In the second team, we have Estrilda, Lorsan, Belinda, Rosalind, and the Rain. So that seems to be interesting. I want to test it out, and then we'll try to do something of our own and find out the best team that works for us. Okay, 25 seconds left. That team will average about 300 million. Again, even less, 276, so nothing really crazy. The camera stopped working. Yeah, I hate it when it happens. And the second team seems to work way better, so it's dishing out pretty good damage right here. At 20 seconds, it's at about 250 million, so it will end up somewhere around 300 million as well. So I think both of those work really well. So if you have the good heroes, if you have the good furniture, if you have the good signature items and everything, that might work really well. But for me, Isabella did a good damage here, and here it's even, well, we tried that one before. Now let's try to do something of our own to make use of this situation, how those guys managed to do 209, like 500 million, and we will adjust the second team so we can get into the high score. So we are back to our first team where we have Twins, Varek, Rosalind, Saurus, and Estrilda. That performed really well and it managed to do 500 million damage. And for the second team, I want to try to do something like this. It's risky, but it might work. So here we might be able to do enough damage. So let's go and give it a try. I wonder if my first team will be able to do the exact same 500 million damage. If they will be able to, that will be really fantastic. I don't know how it happened. I hope it wasn't a coincidence or a bug. Yeah, it does seem that it's working right now. Yeah, we only managed to do 376 million. But if the second team will be able to overcome the other teams, it will be really fantastic. If not, well, we will stick with something that we tested before already. And it does seem to be working really well, because we don't have enough, I don't know, debuffs, I guess. There we go, we managed to get a new high score. Not really Pioneer, but I think in a few tries it's possible. I don't know if it's worth it though. So the team that I used, the one I showed you in the very beginning, the first one is Varek, Saurus, Twins, Rosalind, and Estrilda. They are RNG based. I have no idea how it works, but sometimes they dish out crazy numbers. I will show the fights in a second. And the second team is this. We got Mortas, we got Belinda, Rain, Rowan, and Lorsan here. So those two teams managed to do the most damage for me, as you can see here. Yeah, I've got a lot of tries. Those are from the last day, so we got those results. So far, this is one of the best ones, and here are all the new teams with the mages, and those are the teams that I used right now. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you found any other team that works better for you, if you tried those that I showed here in, if they were useful. I really tried really hard to find something working, but it seems that they all are kind of giving the same damage, and it's totally based on how your heroes are developed. While you go into the comments, please leave a like to this video, share it with your friends and guildies, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and hit that bell button to see all the new videos. Also check the pinned comment and the video description for the links. We have fantastic Discord over there, you can share your strategies and ask for help over there. And we have the playlist with the AFK Arena hero breakdowns and more guides, and we have also some social media links over there as well. Thank you for watching, guys, that's about it for now. Soviet out, до свидания.